All right, and here's the repair progress update. As you can see, it's April 4th, and it says estimated completion is April 12th. So it's still a while, but they did finish most of the things, although several of them do require extra parts, which they are planning to schedule a new appointment. They kind of already filled out like a new appointment thing, but didn't set a schedule yet because of the parts that are needed. So here you can see the cabin air filter. They said they found that a clip was broken that I brought up to them, and they said to open it, you basically pull the little latch or clip up that grabs onto the hook or the clip, and not to push down the clips. All right, and then it says they removed it and then replaced the door. Okay, then for other interior stuff, you can see the bolt covers. I was saying they were loose. It's weird because they designed it with like little clips, but the clips don't actually grab into anything, so they just kind of fall into place and you can pull them out very easily. All right, then the seats, there were some scratches and stuff. As you can see, the shield and riser part trim was scratched. So they removed and replaced the outboard side shield, and then they verified it was mounted properly. The outboard riser part, which is, I believe, the metal piece, they said that they had to order that because, yeah, basically they don't have that available. All right, then let's see, the rattles are squeak. So they weren't able to verify the concern, and then they watched the video that I provided and found the rattle on the driver rear door trim pad. So they took it out, found the LED light bar was vibrating against each other, and basically causing these sounds. So they put some felt tape and insulation on all the clips and contact points, and then they hot glued to hold the light strips in place so that they don't rattle. All right, then they performed more tests, another test drive, and verified the noise has been mitigated and confirmed the vehicle is comparable to other ones. I'm not sure how well hot glue will hold up. Hopefully it will hold up well. Usually hot glue doesn't stick very well, so unless it has like a shape where the glue will kind of wrap around, I have a feeling it might come out again. So I guess we'll find out in the long run. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot that it will get soft, especially since I'm going to be wrapping it in matte black. But I guess, yeah, we'll find out. All right, the tires and wheel stuff. They said there are no wheel caps available because of the service recall. Though I was trying to ask if they had like a center cap, and yeah, I don't think they have anything to do that since the middle was kind of rusting. I was hoping they would have something to cover it, but yeah, maybe I should 3D print something, but I feel like I'll do that, and then they're gonna come out with the little wheel covers not long after. I don't mind the wheel covers, and hopefully they will add a little bit of efficiency. All right, so the other stuff about things misaligned, they did notice that the hood wasn't aligned right, so they adjusted the hood latch to raise the hood slightly higher to hopefully get it more in line. I won't know until I see it in person, but it says they did. So we'll see what it looks like, if it's actually in line or if it's still slightly sunken in or it's perfect or higher, or I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, then they didn't do these other things yet. The right side stainless steel panel and the left side stainless steel part. I don't know if they're going to be able to do those. We'll find out. That'll be cool if they can. All right, the steering module. So the steering wheel, when it's moving in and out or up and down, it was making noises. I saw like the plastic was kind of separating. They said that they found the topmost position, in the topmost position, and adjusted in and out, it pops. So they heard a pop from the lower shroud while adjusting it. And yeah, so they also found it was rubbing against the lower shroud while turning. I was saying like when you turn the wheel, it makes like a scraping noise. So they found that the gap hinder what? gap hiders, what? Oh, the gap hiders, what? And shrouds were not mounted properly, so they reinstalled it properly, but found, oops, get rid of that, but found the gap hiders, where'd it go? Yeah, were not mounted properly, so they reinstalled it, and then the shroud was now rubbing together while at the topmost and bottom positions. So they put felt tape to mitigate the groaning and do the plastic rubbing together, and then they recalibrated the steering column and tested adjustments to verify the noises have been mitigated, and said now it's like other ones, like the other Cybertrucks. Alright, then the trim above the charge port door and the left hand sail applique had scuffs. So basically they they saw it. Okay. Alright. And yeah, so they saw the scuffs and saw there were like large amounts of it. So yeah, they removed and replaced the passenger side sail, but the driver's side sail one was placed on order, and then they removed and replaced the rear driver fore fender flare and confirmed components mounted properly. And yeah, now it's like other models. Okay. What else? Then you got the rear vents. It was making like quite a lot of noise whenever you adjust where it's gonna blow. So yeah, they found the thing was whirring loudly and sounded like a marble was rolling around on plastic. So they took it apart and they didn't find anything. So they recommend replacing the airwave duct, but since they don't have parts, they had to order them. So they're probably going to schedule another service for that. All right, and then the front dash area was also rattling. So, geez, so many messages now. Why are they doing it now? It's 10:15. Anyways, here you can see, so the technician confirmed that there were some noises coming from the front door panel and dash area. I don't know why they called it itching noise, but yeah, to me it sounded like plastic was like pressure squeezing together. So it says they found the belt line was rubbing against the door trim pad, causing itching noise. So they put some anti-abrasion felt tape on contact points to help mitigate the itching noise. And they also adjusted the belt line fitment as it was also rubbing against mid A-pillar trim. So they test drove the vehicle again and verified noise has been mitigated and confirmed vehicle is now comparable to other similar fleet models. Does that mean I'm going to be hearing like, or not hearing, but seeing pieces of tape all over the place? I guess we'll find out. Alright, what else? Then there was also brake dust on one wheel. They basically said they looked at the brakes and they look fine. So yeah, they said there's no issues or concerns. And they said with one pedal driving and regenerative braking, the brakes are still in use even if the brake pedal is not used. So yeah, the brakes are activated when the gas pedal is raised. I turned off that feature, so it shouldn't, unless I'm doing like full self-driving, but there's no full self-driving on the truck yet. So I'm not sure why, because the brake dust is only on one wheel. If it's using it while driving, like why would it only use one brake pad? That makes no sense. It should use at least two, right? I don't know. Anyways, so only one wheel's having the brake dust. We'll see. I'm a little bit worried that one wheel is just gonna slowly get worn out a lot more because it's constantly like hitting the brakes a lot more than the rest. I don't know if there's any way for them to test that, but yeah. All right. So then the more serious safety concern was that the tailgate pull latches to emergency release latches weren't working right. So they took the tailgate manual release cover off and then found the cables came off the bracket, which yeah, they came off when I was trying to show the technician earlier, and then they said just leave it like that because it fell inside. And then yeah, so they removed the tailgate inner cover and inspected the cable. They mounted it back on the bracket, closed the liftgate, and tested it again, and then they found the driver's side release latch was harder to release than the passenger, as I mentioned. So they found that there was a tight bend in it, and yeah, so basically they use zip ties between the cables, one to hold the cables onto the bracket so they don't fall in, though we'll see how it's holding it in. I'm not sure how they did that. And then they used another one to keep, like, remove the kink in the cable so that it will pull just like the other one. They tested it again and confirmed that now they're operating properly to release. And they'll note that the release cables will fall if pulled incorrectly, and that they recommend pulling the cable straight out towards the cab while the tailgate is closed. Also, they confirm now it's similar to other models. All right. Then they also, I asked if it's normal for it to use that much battery, like close to 10% a day while the car or the truck's not doing anything. And they said they didn't see any alerts. So yeah. Anyways, it says while it's in idle, I can look at the parking tab or the park tab and see like how it's using power. All right. And it says it will alert me there of any issues, but I guess they don't see any issues with it. They said it seems normal. I'm not sure if that's how other trucks, other Cybertrucks are, but that's how mine is. All right. I don't know what the powertrain issue thing is. Apparently it kicked some error to them at some point and automatically added that. All right. And then the roof thing, there was a portion, like the shiny portion at the top was sticking up. And then they noted it, and yeah, they saw that. So they dismounted it and found that the brackets weren't properly mounted. So it was sitting higher and had like some play. It wasn't clicked in place, I guess. They also found that a corner of it was sitting on the tailgate top part, causing the piece to sit higher. So they adjusted it and reinstalled, and yeah, the left and right now is set properly, and now they, yeah, said it's similar to other ones. Okay, and then the driver door thing, it wasn't flush, like it sticked out slightly, so it was kind of like a mandolin, like one of those slicer things that you can use to like slice your food. So they, yep, confirmed that that was an issue, and they found that it was over flush. Basically it was sticking out, not like sunken in. They adjusted it, and now it's within factory specified parameters, and yeah, now it's comparable to others. So we'll see how long it takes them to do the last 4 things. I think the last 4, I don't know. I think the exterior trim, I don't know if that's the one about all the scratches, because they don't give the full thing. I don't know if they're going to do anything about the scratches in all the steel panels. There were a lot of like pretty bad scratches, but it's kind of interesting because you only see it in certain like angles of lighting. So sometimes it'll look really bad, and sometimes you can't even tell. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm going to wrap it so I won't see it at all, but just knowing that that's there kind of is a little annoying in the back of my mind. All right, anyways, yeah, we'll see when they get the rest of this all done, but for now, that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, let me show you here. There was also another weird thing that happened is the loaner vehicle, like it stopped showing up in my app, so now I have to use the key card all the time. And once you use the app all the time, using the key card is so inconvenient. Like, yeah, you don't even know unless you've owned a vehicle that uses an app for the phone kind of thing. And then after you start doing that all the time, you'll realize how inconvenient it is to use like a physical key or key fob or all those other things. There's so many features the cars have that not being able to use the app is like you lose so many like great features. Anyways, here you can see they're scheduling another service request, and all the stuff where they ordered parts, they pretty much added. So if I manage request, they automatically put these in here for me. So I don't know why they always like to check the tire pressure as if the tires keep losing air, but they don't. They're perfectly fine. All right, and then here you see they're gonna do the scratch thing. And then the trim above the charge port door on the left side. Oops, it lets me modify it, but I don't want to change it. I want to leave it. All right, trim above the charge port, and then this other one, the rear vents making lots of noises. I don't know if there's anything else, but yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the loaner vehicle disappeared. As you can see in here, it has the drop off and loaner stuff information here, but it's broken. Alright, anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You can see the truck. They left the frunk open, and there's the Model Y, and I can't do anything with that. Well, I can't find the other vehicle. But that's it. See you guys later. Bye.